Had a buddy of mine reach out and was like, hey, congrats on the hail. So we've had some spots here and there, but like I was confused about what he was talking about. I think ultimately he was like, man, seeing you been a little down in the dumps lately. I was just, it was just an attempt to check in, which I appreciate. But I was also like, damn, am I really? I'm guessing just when you put yourself out there and you put yourself out there for the whole, social media world to see, I guess they're tracking what you're doing one way or the other. And ironically, I guess I have been a little down the dumps, but it's not like work, you know what I mean? It's life, man. But here's the irony in that, right? Like I need to make sure that I really clarify, because I have people busting their asses to make sure that we go out here and crush it. We have the standard that we have all agreed to set, which is to be number one in every single one of our markets and to set the standard. Our benchmark is so high. Our goals for this year were so high. And you would probably look at those and see all right, that's a little unrealistic. But we don't look at them that way. You know what I mean? Like every leadership piece, every component, everyone that came here or is here believed in those goals wholeheartedly up until, the halfway point in the year where we had to take a look and say, okay, look, that's probably not going to happen. Revamp, here's where we're going to end up. Let's shoot for this so we have something a lot more realistic to land at. But even in landing there or conceding, as mad or frustrated or as much as I tried to control that situation to make those things happen, to hit that goal would have had to be every possible thing worked at the exact right time. And oh, by the way, we got a couple storms that we just don't really get or we haven't gotten yet. However, we're still on pace to end up 50% up year over year versus last year. That's huge. You know what I mean? By all accounts, that is a crazy successful year. But by our goals and our standards, that's considered bad. It was not just work stuff that had me feeling like I was feeling. It was ultimately just a lack of gratitude. That's really what it boils down to. I'm in recovery. It's a lack of gratitude. It was me trying to control everything. It was living differently. So every other year, I was always abundance mindset. I never worried about money. I never worried about being, tight or, I did everything exactly the opposite how I would normally do things this year when we did our scale, because it was foreign to me. So I noticed that my abundance mindset started to change into a scarcity mindset, and I'm thinking that I'm being smart. And I still think some of those moves were smart, right? To liquidate this, liquidate that, and show leadership and invest back in the company. But in reality, everything that happened over that course of the winter, including me doing some of these more scarcity mindset aligned actions, resulted in pushing me further away from our goals. We're so hard on ourselves, man. No one's harder on me than me. I saw this reel today, and the guy is a real popular, it's Chris something, I can't remember his name, but real popular influencer, and he was saying stop taking life so damn serious. No one's gonna make it out. You are guaranteed to check out one day, so you might as well enjoy the ride. And he's absolutely right, man. I was so miserable over the winter because I tried to control everything. I was acting completely against all my most natural impulses, which are, I've never worried about money. It's one of the things my wife always says, I've always been in sales or been in positions where I could always control the outcome by either selling more, but it's just never been something I'm worried about.